What is going on, YouTube?
What up, YouTube bitches?
All right.
Just wanted to make sure you were still listening. Greetings, oh earthlings.
I'm Travis.
I'm John.
This is Toki. He's my cat. He's joining us tonight, apparently, because he won't go the fuck away. But we did have quite a interesting Raw and Smackdown this week. The
Interesting.
week of June, what the fuck day? 24th? 24th?
5th?
Yeah, the week
5th?
of the 24th, 25th.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was very unpredictable, very entertaining, and overall very damn good. I'm pretty excited to talk about it. Oh, now you'll leave, you fuck.
So, with all that being said, let's get right into it. Let's talk wrestling. So, Monday Night Raw started out with Travis,
Constable Baron Corbin, and General Manager Kurt Angle in the ring, where they would later be joined by Bobby Lashley, Robo-Bob, and Roman Reigns. But the whole point of this segment was to let us know that there was not going to be a multi-man match at Extreme Rules to determine the number one contendership for Brock Lesnar's Universal Championship.
And I'm not sure why this was, because Brock Lesnar really has no bearing whatsoever on the Extreme Rules match. Kurt Angle never said anything about when the winner would get their title match, so it's pretty much telling me that Brock Lesnar has refused to defend his title.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's all a work anyway. They just don't really know what's going on.
You said it's a work.
But, you know, it's kind of dumb. It pisses me off because Naomi lost her women's championship before WrestleMania and all that, like, last year.
Because of the 30-day no
30-day, right. And here's Lesnar, months on months on months, not defending his championship.
And I don't know how you feel personally. We haven't talked a whole lot about this. I don't mind Brock Lesnar. I actually kind of like him. I still like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I don't mind Brock Lesnar as a wrestler.
But as far as this favoritism 30-day rule thing goes, it doesn't make any sense in the context of storylines.
Yeah, it's I like Brock Lesnar the wrestler. I like Brock Lesnar the MMA fighter. I don't like Brock Lesnar the Universal Champion. I do if he were there to defend it. If he were even if he only defended it at pay-per-views, he only wrestled or even appeared at pay-per-views, I'm fine with that.
Right.
He doesn't have to come to Raw. It doesn't really bother me, but I want him at pay-per-views defending the championship. That's my opinion. That's my take on it.
Fair enough. Constable Corbin's tall.
Yeah, when he's in the ring standing next to Kurt, he's awfully tall.
And he looked great. I mean, starting out the night, didn't he?
Whatever you say, man. This segment, though, would escalate, as I said. Roman Reigns and Robo-Bob were both in the ring. And this would turn into a rematch from last week, where we would see the Revival once again taking on Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns. Mm-hmm. This week, a little differently.
Yes, indeed. Roman Reigns was the one who would eat the pinfall tonight. Yes, you heard that correctly. Roman Reigns lost clean on Raw to Dash Wilder.
He did. Roman Reigns was having a little bit of a disagreement. It seemed.
Scuffle?
A scuffle. Not really a scuffle. They weren't fighting, but it was
a kerfuffle?
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is. With his tag team partner Bobby Lashley.
A peanut butter and fluff?
No. He was not having a peanut butter and fluff. But they were having like a disagreement, more or less, in the corner, which would distract Roman enough that he would end up getting rolled up by Dash Wilder.
Have you ever put a peanut butter and fluff sandwich in a VCR?
No. What is...
So, yeah, Roman Reigns lost.
Clean. To the Revival. And it's nothing against the Revival. They're great. They're both good wrestlers. It's just... with the status that the pillar that they've built Roman Reigns to be on, it's funny to watch him lose to a tag team that hasn't really been used, and when they were used, they weren't pushed. So it's kind of...
It was great to see.
It is. It's good. It's good for the tag division.
I really hope that they continue something with this. Rumors circulating Roman Reigns to face Bobby Lashley at Extreme Rules.
That's what I would expect.
Don't care.
No, I sure as fuck
don't care.
We can go on from there.
Yeah.
We're not going to delve into every segment because we're talking both Raw and SmackDown here. It's this entire week in WWE. But one of the other things that stand out to me most, or not most, but we did get to see Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens put into a tag team match, which Braun Strowman actually requested that Kevin Owens be his tag team partner this week.
He wants to be friends now.
Yeah, and he would take on, they would take on the team of Baron Corbin and
Constable Baron Corbin
and Finn Balor in later on that night on Raw.
Strange bedfellows tag team match, if you will. That's what they called it on the Raw roulette wheel. Yeah.
Strange bedfellows.
Yep. Because they're not friends. And it's odd that they're teaming up.
But bedfellows.
Yep. That's what it was called. I didn't write the shit. Like, that was Eric Bischoff's shtick back in the day, so
yeah, well, all right.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, we get that match later on, which is cool. But in the meantime, we did have a 6-woman tag team match.
Yep.
Which would pit sorry, not all, but 3 members of the Riot Squad.
Thank you, Kurt.
Which 3?
I'm not sure.
How about all 3? The only 3. We'd have the Riot Squad taking on Sasha Banks, Bayley once again, and someone else.
Who'd they team up with? Ember Moon.
Ember Moon. Yeah.
Ember Moon.
Oh God, I'm sorry, Ember.
Wow, Trav.
Wow.
We usually say Natalia's forgettable. Ember Moon is not.
She's not. No. But
and
the match would end. Sasha Banks would eat the pin from Ruby Riott, I believe. But after the match, and I mean directly after the match, Bayley would swoop in and beat the piss out of Sasha.
Beat the living piss.
Yeah,
and the dead, all the piss.
All the piss all over the fucking arena
was beaten out of Sasha Banks.
Yeah, it was so good.
She's had enough.
We've seen this. Not that we've seen it, but we've seen this story between Sasha and Bayley built up for pretty much ever since they came to the main roster.
Yeah.
And we haven't gotten it. We haven't gotten any payoff. And Bayley's just been the hugger, the sweet girl. But she decided tonight that after the last couple of weeks in particular, all this bullshit building up with Sasha, fucking go hug yourself, you bitch. Because Bayley fucked your day up.
And then she flat out said, "You ain't shit" to Sasha.
Yeah. And she rammed her into the steps like 2 or 3 times outside after quite an assault inside the ring. And then, like you said, said, "You ain't shit, Sasha."
Yeah. Sasha?
You ain't shit, Sasha. At least that's what we believe she said. It's still hard for me to make it out.
Pretty sure that's what it was. You are not shit.
Yeah.
Something along those lines was said.
Yeah.
And it was good for Bayley's character. She needed some character evolution, in my opinion, and she got it. Yeah. I don't know if she's going to play the heel in the future, but let's watch it play out and see what we think.
Yeah, fucking loved it, though.
Yep.
Good shit. But we can actually... What else? Is there anything else really in particular that I want to talk about?
Fast forward.
Yeah, I mean, there was the tag team match that we mentioned right before this, where we got to see a pretty good tag team match. It was funny to watch Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman team because Kevin wanted to be friends, and then Braun didn't. So Kevin was like, "All right, well, fine, that sucks, but here we are." And Kevin Owens is playing this interesting little character. I like the way he's portraying himself on TV now. But it was cool to see, and even Braun had Kevin Owens take a lap around the ring after he had done it. And Kevin goes and plows through Finn, and then he goes to hit Corbin, and Corbin clotheslines him.
Corbin and Finn had a falling out in that match, and that led to them getting counted out.
Right.
And immediately after the match, then...
Kevin Owens tried to celebrate with Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, however, didn't want any of it. He looked at Kevin very angrily, and Kevin's like, "Come on."
He wanted to eat him with his tongue sticking out.
"Come on, man. Like, we won. We were a good team. Let's not do this."
Can we fucking not?
Yeah, so Kevin Owens rolls out of the ring and heads up the ramp, where Braun Strowman would eventually give chase. We would come back from a commercial break after Kevin Owens had hid in a locker room, and he would make the attempt to leave the arena. When he goes to get his keys from valet, Braun Strowman is the one who had the keys for his car. And Braun said, "You better have good insurance." Camera pans over, and Kevin Owens' car is flipped upside down. So Braun Strowman is going back to his roots and flipping shit over.
Yeah, I don't know. This was whatever for me because it seems like they're trying to turn Strowman into something more of a comedy character still. I don't know. Whatever.
I understand what you're saying, but I mean, I liked it. I thought it was funny. I liked the way that him and Kevin played off each other that night.
B-Team faced... Curtis Axel faced Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy, yeah.
And Matt Hardy fell off the ropes and lost.
Yeah, it was like a weird superplex spot that they were going for.
The match was only like a minute long.
Yeah, it was nothing, but it was... I think it was an intentionally botched spot.
Yeah.
But it would give Curtis Axel the win over Matt Hardy. And it was... To me, it was entertaining, because the B team celebrated like the B team celebrates.
Yep.
And then they would face off face-to-face there with Matt and Bray.
And then Matt and Bray decided to give them a standing woken O.
Yeah. They said that match and that ending was wonderful. And they both proceeded to clap and get a standing O, a woken O, which was good. They also did... the B team also did impersonate the Deleters of World once again before the match.
Fucking gold every single time.
It's
Great.
still fucking funny.
Great. I'm really hoping that we end up getting Bray versus Bo next week.
Yeah. And then we got our main event of the evening, which was the rematch between Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship. And god fucking damn it, I have not seen Dolph Ziggler or Seth Rollins perform. I mean, Seth performs at a pretty high level consistently. Dolph also does, but when you put them together, it is magic. And
these two guys are both incredible workers. They've been for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
And whoever produced this match, man, hats off to you. You get a big applause from me.
It was Tyson Kidd.
What?
Yeah. It was Tyson Kidd. For those who don't know, John hates Tyson Kidd.
The match between Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins was absolutely terrible. Raw sucked, and I have nothing more to say about it.
What a fuck. What a fuck. The match, however, was great, whether John wants to admit it or not. But it was good, and it was a long match. I mean, it was a good, 15, 20-minute match.
Yeah.
At least it seemed that way.
No, actually, I think it eclipsed 30 minutes.
Did it really?
I think so.
Jesus Christ. It was
if I remember commentary correctly. I was in and out of... I was really dazed on Raw. It was weird.
Yeah, but it was... I mean, from bell to bell, it was good. Unfortunately, it ended with a disqualification. Seth Rollins looked like he was going to pick up the win over Dolph, and Drew McIntyre would interfere and break up the whole thing. Luckily for us, Seth Rollins would be saved by Roman Reigns.
That would have been the perfect opportunity to bring Dean back.
Yeah, I agree. Instead of having Roman come out, they would have brought Dean back.
As far as I'm understanding, Dean's ready to go.
I think so. I mean,
maybe they want his beard to get a little unkempt again.
Maybe.
Because he had that really nice shape up in the pictures.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
but that didn't happen.
No. Because, all right, look, Roman's got this thing going on already with Bobby Lashley. And I don't know if they're going to try and... it's weird because there's so many little stories now happening. Roman has the thing with Bobby Lashley, then he has the thing with the Revival now, and now he's got a thing with Dolph and Drew, with Seth, and, there's a lot of fucking inner works going on here. I don't know what's happening, but I do agree. I think that would have been the perfect opportunity for Dean to come back and save Seth instead of Roman.
Yeah.
But we didn't get that.
No.
But we did get one hell of a fucking match, one hell of a main event.
Hell of a main event.
And we still have Dolph Ziggler looking strong as champion. Not necessarily looking strong, but he still retains the championship, which can take us to other places, which I'm excited for, especially with Drew, because Drew hasn't done much singles.
I'm very interested to see what they do with Drew. Apparently Vince McMahon's really high on him, like we talked about in past videos.
Yeah.
Interested to see where that goes.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Speaking of which, why does a DVD player play DVDs but a VCR play VHS tapes?
Hold on, you're telling me, speaking of Vince McMahon being high on Drew McIntyre, your follow-up question in regards to that is, why does a DVD player play DVDs but a VCR plays VHSs?
Yep, speaking of being high on something, that's what I was thinking of.
What are you high on?
No, Vince McMahon's high on Drew McIntyre. So speaking of being high on something, then... God bless you, Travis. On to Smackdown Live. I hope you put puffs of smoke again. That would be really cool.
That is too much work. Maybe I'll hatch an egg.
Ooh, neat. A little chick comes out. Beep, beep, beep. Every time you sneeze, from now on, every video from here on out, a chick comes out of an egg.
It's not happening.
That could be our shtick.
No.
SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live. Now, here is another show. We actually they crammed 5 matches into this 2 hours, which is pretty extraordinary, I think. 2 hours, 5 matches, and they were all decent. I mean, like, they weren't phenomenal matches, but the stories were good tonight, and that's what I really cared about. And it started with Miz TV. Miz TV, and he'd have his guests, the Bludgeon Brothers, which was different.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect much from that because the Bludgeon Brothers don't talk, so how is Miz going to work something out of that?
Which it was very difficult. He didn't get really anything out of them.
Nope.
But eventually, it did look like they were going to destroy The Miz. And Miz would be saved by his good friend, Daniel Bryan.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say good friend, but Daniel Bryan came out and basically saved Miz at his time there, where it looked like he was going to be destroyed. Bludgeoned. It looked like Miz was going to be bludgeoned.
See what he did there.
Yeah, but Daniel Bryan just told Miz to shut up because Miz had said, "Oh, look, he's trying to steal your spotlight again, guys."
Shut up, Miz.
After last week, we had Daniel Bryan came out to start the gauntlet match while the Bludgeon Brothers were leaving. The Bludgeon Brothers attacked him later, caused him the gauntlet match. So that's the stuff that's going on. It was fine. I mean, nothing.
Yeah.
We did end up.
I think we've got a slow burn going on with the Miz and Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah, I mean it's
they're gonna drag this out until maybe Mania.
Maybe I do think that when it does happen, it's gonna be a good match because Miz is on his A game.
I think it'll be fucking incredible.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan is still hot. Everything.
I hope it's for the WWE title.
That would be really.
I'm
nice.
gonna put that out there right there.
Is that your SmackDown main event for WrestleMania? Are you
yes.
calling it now?
Yes.
That's bold.
Miz versus Daniel Bryan
for the WWE title.
Yep.
Wow. Nice. However, we did get our main event match out of this, which would have been Daniel Bryan taking on Luke Harper later in the night. Before we get to that, we had a couple of other things. We had Rusev taking on Xavier Woods from the New Day, where he would make Xavier Woods tap out to the Accolade.
Yep.
Then proclaim something about this isn't about tonight. This is about
for
him.
AJ Styles.
This is about AJ Styles. Yeah.
He dedicated his win to AJ Styles.
I don't think that's
him.
what he meant, but you know.
AJ Styles was not on SmackDown tonight.
No, he wasn't. Neither was Shinsuke Nakamura.
Neither was Carmella.
Neither was Asuka. Yeah. Shinsuke Nakamura was bitten by a police dog.
Asuka spending time with her family in Japan.
AJ Styles and Carmella
are spending time with Asuka's family in Japan because they're all dating.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? I don't know. I'm sure that they're all probably doing something important, maybe pertaining to the video game or something.
Pertaining to Japan.
Or that. But yeah, that was something. We got that. Then we had, because Nakamura wasn't there and he was bitten by a police dog, again, what the fuck?
I want to pet your dog.
You can't pet the police dog.
Sorry, no speak English.
And that's how you get bitten by police dogs, friends. Speak English, Shinsuke. We know you can. We've seen you do it. Don't pet police dogs.
Nope. Don't do it. Anyway.
Yeah, we got an open challenge for Jeff Hardy's United States Championship tonight because Shinsuke could not wrestle. He was not medically cleared to compete.
And what a answer to that open challenge we got. It was Sanity came out.
Yeah, it ended up being Eric Young.
Yep.
Which they actually put on a pretty good little match there until the Usos ran out and started attacking Sanity. Eventually, they would attack Eric Young, which resulted in a disqualification. So,
you make it sound like the Usos are the bad guys here.
Well, okay, yeah,
Sanity was getting involved in the match.
Yes.
So that's why the Usos ran down, causing a whole blow up and disqualification. And then we came back from commercial break and it was a tag team match. Yes. 6-man tag match.
Yes. Now, I do sound like that. And all right, here's my explanation for it is because things recently with Raw with Seth Rollins losing the Intercontinental Championship, not that I want Jeff to lose his championship, but I was kind of thinking with it being Eric Young and Sanity being fresh and new to the main roster, it could be a good opportunity for a heel to wear that championship.
Yeah, I think we both thought that there was a very good possibility of Eric Young actually winning the title in this match.
Yeah,
especially with so many unpredictable things happening lately in WWE.
Yeah, and considering he broke Jeff Hardy's neck like twice, he snapped his neck twice in this match. But somehow those
that doesn't keep him down.
Jeff Hardy, no. But yeah, we did get a 6-man tag team match out of it, and it was fine. But in the end, Jeff Hardy ended up getting a Swanton Bomb on Alexander Wolf.
I think so.
And he would win the match for him and the Usos.
I think Sanity should have won.
As do I. I think they missed something big here because Sanity is brand new, and the whole thing is to bring them up and make them the
look,
chaos.
Make them look like they're going to cause havoc and
Yeah.
wreak havoc on the entire SmackDown locker room. I don't get this booking decision.
Yeah, but they didn't. Instead, they took a clean pin from a guy who had a shirt stuck to his arm.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was
that was a
kinda
good
funny.
swanton.
It was a good swanton, but he had a shirt stuck to his arm. Jeff can't take a shirt off, apparently. But, yeah.
I can. Do you want to see?
Nope.
Okay.
We then had, it was Becky Lynch versus Sonya Deville.
Yep. And she made her tap.
Yep, made
To
her
the
tap to the disarmer.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I have to say about that.
Was there anything else that we wanted to talk about before the main event?
Was there a match that I missed at all?
I don't know.
No.
Don't think so. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Main event time.
Oh, James Ellsworth.
Oh, yeah.
And Paige. We are going to have a match next week with James Ellsworth versus Asuka. So we have an intergender match coming out our way.
Let's go, Ellsworth.
Yeah. Let's go, Asuka. I mean, I really don't care. I'm just, personally, I'm excited to see an intergender match.
Yeah.
I don't expect a whole lot of offense from Ellsworth.
Travis
because
likes
of it.
watching women get beat up
No, but I think
on live TV.
that's not the fucking
true.
case. It's
He
just,
does.
in pro wrestling, we all know it's a work.
Ha!
So
He said it again. That's our name.
I'm just excited to watch something that, I mean, it's what I grew up on. I grew up on, so that's not it. That's not it.
Yep.
I grew up in the Attitude Era, so I grew up watching intergender matches. China was the Intercontinental Champion at one point, so I don't know. For me, it's
How about
exciting.
James Ellsworth's misogynistic, like, pig character that he's got going on? Like, the get back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich.
Yeah, that's
a
kinda
peanut
what it
butter and
seems
fluff
like.
sandwich that I can put in the VCR later.
What the fuck? That brings us to our main event of the evening here on SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live.
We had Daniel Bryan taking on Luke Harper of the Bludgeon Brothers.
What a great match this is going to be.
It was. Well, I mean, it was fine. It was good. It wasn't like over the top or anything, but it was a
It was
good
a
match.
good match.
Yeah. It would oddly end up, again, losing via disqualification, much like Jeff Hardy versus Eric Young earlier.
Yeah, I was pretty pissed when that happened.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like it's not like a massive match for a championship or the blow off of a big story.
But we already had a disqualification earlier in the night.
Mm-hmm.
You have Daniel Bryan in the main event of SmackDown, and there's a disqualification. No clear ending. Obviously, they're going to continue this storyline, but how are they going to do it?
I'm going to tell you how, John. And here's the thing: is this had me confused even last week when it started. We were both confused. Why are they throwing Daniel Bryan, a singles competitor, into what looked like a storyline with the tag team champions?
It makes absolutely no goddamn sense.
No.
Or does it?
It does.
It
And
does.
here's why. So as Daniel Bryan laid there, getting his ass handed to him by the Bludgeon Brothers, right before he was getting ready to take that double powerbomb thing, we hear Kane's music hit as Kane marches down to the ring and stands off with the Bludgeon Brothers.
Like,
Fucking Kane.
what the actual fuck?
Like,
I was caught completely off guard by this.
I popped.
Yeah, we really popped. We were marking out really hard right here at the It's a Work studio.
Yeah, it was... I never would have seen this shit coming. But
Okay.
Team Hell No has reunited.
Can we tell them about what we said last night?
Oh, yeah. It was funny because last night on Raw... we didn't even mention this during the Raw thing.
No, we didn't.
But it makes sense now. After Bayley attacked Sasha, Kurt Angle said that he was going to send Bayley, to therapy, to counseling next week on Raw.
And it's like, okay, where are they going to go with this? And then immediately light bulb goes off. Dr. Shelby.
Jokingly, we said Dr. Shelby should be the therapist, the counselor. And I was like, man, how funny would it be if we saw Daniel Bryan and Kane at the counseling session?
They're still there.
They're still there. They decided, Daniel Bryan and Kane decided that the counseling Dr. Shelby was so good, they kept going. Even after the team had split, they just kept going to the counseling, and Bayley runs into them at the at the therapy session, at the counseling.
And it all works in together because you had Daniel Bryan and Kane doing the hugging thing.
Yeah.
So you got Bayley there, hugs.
Right.
Fucking great.
So now here we are, where Daniel Bryan and Kane, Team Hell No. Think about this for a second. The year is 2018. Daniel Bryan has come out of retirement after severe injury. He's having a one-on-one match with Luke Harper, one half of the tag team champions, and he is saved by Kane.
You can't write this shit.
Potential future mayor of Knox County.
You can write this shit.
Apparently. Yeah, we did last night.
Yeah, but this is a thing. This is a thing in 2018.
Paige ended up coming out after Kane would beat up the Bludgeon Brothers, and then Daniel Bryan would get up, and they'd double team the Bludgeon Brothers, and Daniel Bryan's kind of got this look in his eyes like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on?
Who the fuck is this guy?
What does Kane do? Kane looks at Daniel Bryan, and as he's stuck in the corner there, and Kane just goes...
And Daniel Bryan looked at him and was like...
Yeah, Daniel Bryan wasn't going to do it, but the crowd fucking loved it. The yes chants were going crazy. Yeah. Everything was nuts.
Hug it out.
And they did. Daniel Bryan and Kane hugged it out, just like old times. Team Hell No is reunited. And Paige would come out and make it official that at Extreme Rules, it is going to be the Bludgeon Brothers defending their tag team championships against Team Hell No. Kane and Daniel Bryan.
What an unbelievable way to end SmackDown Live tonight. I mean, the night I was like, where's that big something that makes this night worth watching? And there it was.
I mean, SmackDown's short, and they cram a pretty good amount in, so SmackDown's not normally terrible. There's good stories and stuff on SmackDown. But tonight was something special. And seriously, since Money in the Bank, they've been doing more unpredictable things on the shows. And I'm really enjoying this. I love it when wrestling is unpredictable. I love it when it's good and when it gets me excited. Mm-hmm. And here we are. Agreed. I am excited. It's silly, but I'm excited.
It's so silly that it works.
But god damn it, if I don't see Daniel Bryan and Kane at Bayley's counseling session next week, I'm going to be pretty upset.
That would be really excellent if they do it, if they bring back Dr. Shelby. But
yeah.
It remains to be seen. Let's keep watching and see what comes of all this.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously, between Raw and SmackDown, I loved it this week. Raw was a really good show. Raw was a good show. SmackDown was a really good show. Kane is back. Team Hell No has reunited. Roman Reigns got a clean loss to Dash Wilder.
What more could you ask for?
Yeah. Fuck, it's good. Wrestling's good right now, guys.
How many peanut butter and fluff sandwiches do you think you could fit in a VCR?
Dude, I don't know. Probably one.
All right, YouTube, let us know how many peanut butter and fluff sandwiches you could fit in your VCR.
You don't have to do that, but I would appreciate it if you would let us know if you guys are just as excited about Team Hell No coming back as we are. But with all that said and done, that's all we have for this week in Let's Talk Wrestling. That's all.
Definitely.
Yeah, so with all of that, you might as well just go ahead and follow us on social media. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at IAW.
You're not doing anything else if you're watching this video.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at IAW Wrestling or on Facebook.com/it'sawork.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon so you don't miss any future content.
Yep. With that, I'm Travis.
And I am John.
We'll see you next time.
Take care.